from an investor perspective, how do you think it's best to approach this market opportunity versus, is it always going after a prescription, an RX, or is a non-RX or OTC a good way to go about it, or acute treatment versus chronic treatment? Do you have any thoughts on, what kind of box you guys are looking for from the best perspective of an investor? Cedric, any thoughts on that?
For dry eye specifically, maybe my colleagues have a different answer, but we would strongly prefer an RX versus an OTC drug. The reality is that the OTC market is, there's tons of products that are approved. It's dominated by the large pharmaceutical companies. And frankly, unless you market the drug and obtain significant market share, which is it becomes a commercial game, purely commercial sales and marketing game, it's tough for us to be convinced. So therefore, we would really go for an RX drug. In terms of acute versus chronic, depends obviously on the target, but most likely we would be more interested in a chronic drug. Why? Because if it's acute, would have difficulty to be convinced that you can price it at a certain level, which allows for the market size to be so significant, unless it is curative. But I've never heard, or no one ever presented to me, science where a topical drug would be curative of dry eye per se. That's really science fiction for now. So it would really most likely be either repeated acute uses of an RX drug or chronic uses of an RX drug. That would be what we would be looking for.